Okay, now
Thanks to nothing.
one of the things we did now is it's so important. You guys remember, I know that a lot of you guys trained with me, and I know you guys trained a lot with the 6 as well. When you come off the ground, a VMC takeoff is when, as you come off the ground, as your nose starts to wiggle and you come off the ground, you accelerate. You don't come to a hover. That's going to cause the guy behind you not to know what you're doing. You're going to cause him to crash into you, and that's our accordion effect problem. As you come off the ground, nose it over and hold it. Don't nose it over and pull back. Put the inputs in and leave it there. I think that's what a lot of the problem is you put that input in and then you pull it back. And then what that does is it causes your nose to come up and you start to slow down. That causes the guy behind you to slow down, and the guy behind him to slow down, the guy behind him to slow down. And pretty soon you've got an accordion effect where everybody is standing on their tails. So I want everybody to trust the guy in front of them, and I want you guys to just nose it over. And we're not doing an air assault takeoff. We're slowly taking off. We're not gonna haul out. We're not there yet, where we can do an air assault type style takeoff. And what I mean by that is where you nose it over and haul ass out of the LZ. We're going to just take it off. That's right. Take off and keep your eyes on the guy in front of you. Watch his nose. Don't worry about what I do. Don't worry about the guy behind you. Worry about the guy right there in front of you. Watch his nose. Copy?
2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
7,
9, 10.
Roger that. 10 aircraft. Oh my God. I didn't realize we had so many. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick my aircraft up. I see out my window that we're ready. I'm going to pick my aircraft up. I'm going to turn in the direction of takeoff. I'm going to set my aircraft back down and flight. We'll pull pitch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everybody should be off the ground. And lead needs to make sure that you fly through ETL so the other guys can get through ETL. And what Six said earlier is that I should know with a disciplined flight that we're all formed. However, I don't know that. So I want Trail, I want you to tell me, well, Trail, don't worry about it. I think that's you, Strut, and I don't want you to have to type and fly, so...
No, Devon is in Trail.
Okay, Devon, let me know when we're formed up.
We are not formed up.
Not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and hold it at 60 knots. I'm a little fast. I'm at 80 knots right now, so I'm a little too fast. But I'm going to slow back down to 60 knots until the formation is formed. And this is what Six was talking about. We're going to have an initial point. I'm going to fly at 60 knots until we hit that initial point. We don't really have that tonight, so we're not going to worry about it. At that initial point, I'm going to assume that everybody's formed up, but I need to know tonight verbal. I'm at 70 knots, so I'm still just a tad fast. Did everybody come off the ground at the same time, or do we have a little problem?
I'm not sure. I think Strut had it.
Not a problem. That's what we're practicing, so it's all good. We're supposed to screw up tonight.
From what I've seen there, it looked more of an issue of not getting off the ground, but actually accelerating together.
Right. Now, remember, a VMC takeoff means that you come off the ground and do not hover. You got to come off the ground and dip the nose and accelerate forward.
And I personally, I think that's where we have some confusion as to how to take off like that.
Okay.
I'm used to taking off like on the move, pretty much. As soon as you pick up, you're nosing forward.
That's exactly what I want to see. Everybody's got to do
that. If you did that, we'd run into each other and be the death of night. So
well,
just from what I've seen, that's all.
And you know what, Ox, you're making a great point. That's why people, because we don't trust each other, that's why people are coming off the ground. They don't want to run into each other. They don't want to die. So they... Well, you came off the... Yeah, exactly. Well, that's normal. That's exactly the way it happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back around. I'm going to come back around to the right, and I'm going to go ahead and land on the airfield. We're going to try that again. We're going to practice taking off at the same time over and over. It's important. It's extremely important that we take off at the same time and that we land at the same time. I'm a little fast. I'm actually at 85 knots, so I apologize for not maintaining my airspeed, talking and not paying attention. Not a good lead. Not a good thing for a lead to do, I should say.
Too hard on yourself.
I so
Well, yeah, but you're still too hard on yourself. You're just not supposed to say.
I know, right? It's a cavalry thing. All right, I'm at 65 knots, and I'm going slow enough for everybody to catch up. And we're gonna do everything nice and slow. I'm at about 21 psi on my torque, so you guys know that when you set it, you forget it. And only make minor changes. Remember, that's what we train to do. Don't pump that collective. However, you can pump it a little bit, I should say. That's the only time that I would say that you can pump your collective is in formation flight. And the reason for that is because you gotta make sure you don't hit the guy in front of you. But if he's doing the right thing, if he's settled on his torque, then you really shouldn't have to move it much. accelerations. Okay, we're on a modified base. Right base for landing.
That has got to be the most helicopters I've ever seen on DCS.
Roger. All right, turning final. I'm still at 60 knots, level flight. And turning final. Now, the more aircraft you have, the more of the slingshot, the more the accordion effect you're going to have.